It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You're tuning into your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso only on SABC3. Now, today is a very special day. We celebrate Freedom Day, the day that we commemorate the first democratic South African election. And we are now 23 years into our democracy. Children who were born in 1994 have now grown up into young adults, and a whole new generation of young persons are taking charge of their country. And today we're talking to Bayanda Ndumiso, an activist from Equal Education, to chat about life after apartheid. Morning, brother man.
Morning.
You good?
I'm good, and yourself?
Hey.
Great to have you here, man. And early on, we were talking about the Rainbow Nation, which is one of the thoughts that comes along with days like today, and then also the born-free generation. What do you think of, or what comes to mind when you hear this born-free generation phrase being thrown around?
Listen, I think it's important for me to acknowledge the fact that we're coming from a very horrible historical moments in South Africa where apartheid was horrible. And I felt like the born-free phrase is coming to acknowledge the fact that 1994 was, the state where South Africa, we felt like democracy came through.
Yeah.
As a young people who are supposed to enjoy the born-free phrase, I don't think that the overwhelming and challenges allow me to be proudly to proudly say out there that I'm a born-free. I think that the democracy did not address the economic disparities between blacks, Indians, coloureds, people, and I think that we, as born-free, we do experience that in our daily lives. Poverty, education being not not free. There are so many challenges that we feel like, really, we are not really born free.
Let's talk about that, because you mentioned, you are born free, and we heard what it means for you, but still, it doesn't come without its challenges as well. So what are some of the biggest challenges that you've personally faced in your life within the new South Africa, so to speak?
Listen, I grew up in a township. Khayelitsha is very big. A lot of gangsters. Crime is an everyday thing in Khayelitsha. You go in a school that is dysfunctional, poor management, poor infrastructure, and so on, and you have to make life out of that regardless. And I think that that's what thousands of young people face that are coming from poor working class families where, you can barely have something to eat at home and so on. I've faced, me and so many people, we face challenges of poverty. People who are young, are unemployed, they're sitting at home. People who can't access education because of money. Poor healthcare. I can count so many. As poor people, we've faced a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's very, very difficult. I mean, you're just looking at those pictures, just to even find inspiration on a daily basis in those circumstances. But that's where you come in, and you're an active citizen. You represent Equal Education in Khayelitsha, and you're an activist for them. When contemplating the ideas of freedom and equality, where do you think South Africans can focus more of their energy on in order to, ensure that this new South Africa does see freedom realized, does see equality realized?
Listen, I must say that I'm really proud to be part of such movement, and the fact that young people are taking a responsibility of their education. You've seen them on the streets, you've seen them marching and saying that we want A, B, and C, and we're going to contribute in this way towards education. So I think education is the first priority that, young people need to look to and contribute towards to. And I think healthcare is the second biggest challenge from people who are coming from disadvantaged areas. And I think probably living wage, people have been talking about that. We've seen the news lately about social grants. I don't think that it should end there. We should talk about, basic living wage for everyone. And I think people must just, for me, is education. If you start with education, if you start fighting for education and getting free education.
There we go. Bayanda, thank you so much, man. We really do appreciate your time being here on a public holiday, especially as well. And as you said, it's about, laying down the ABCs so we can be F-R-E-E. Celebrating Freedom Day on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Right now, let's try and quickly take some of this energy that we have and just bring it into a space. Zoe?